Good morning, I'm Brianna Motzkus with the Fabric Patch, and I'm here to share with you a great pattern to kick off our Veterans Day week.
My daughter and I have owned and operated a busy quilt shop in Washington State for over 20 years. We have a retreat center, an active YouTube channel, and a large pattern line featuring our creations. My two sons work on machines. One daughter-in-law is our videographer and the other is a long-arm quilter. We are a family that love each other, we laugh together, and every once in a while we get some work done. We have a crew that are saints for their efforts at keeping us on track. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride.
Alright, so I put together a pattern called United just for Veterans Week for us. So the reason I call it United is just two stars connected together and it's Veterans Week, so what a better name to call it. So it's really fast. So I'm not going to do any sewing with you today. I'm going to tell you what you need, and it's super fast. So this quilt is actually going to finish at about 40 inches square. The reason why we chose to keep it kind of small is for two reasons. One, it's kind of a perfect lap size quilt. Two, you can easily make 4 stars and make a queen size quilt in a matter of a weekend. So with that being said, all you're going to need is 3 1-yard cuts. So if you look at the quilt behind me, you can see it's 3 colors: red, white, and blue. It's Veterans Week. It's the appropriate colors. You need a yard for your small star. Your small star color is also going to be for binding. In this case, since it's bright white, you might decide it's not for binding. Maybe you want to put a quick little border around it and then do a blue binding or something different. Or keep that little bit of white, because who doesn't need white in their stash? You can always use it. Secondly, the blue is a yard. You have a little bit left over that I'll show you a quilt later that we actually use the blue for also the background of our little star. Makes a super cool, different look on the United quilt. So super cool option. And then the red. So all of this background color. Now I have to tell you, out of the 1-yard cut of your background piece, you're going to use 35 inches of it. So in the pattern, I do tell you to get 1.25 yards, which gives you that little bit of extra room. So if there is a cutting error, whatever might happen, you are getting everything you need out of that 1.25 yards, because a yard is uber tight. So if you do have 3 1-yard cuts at home that you really want to do it, go for it. Just be very careful on how you cut. Make sure you cut the amount you're supposed to cut. And you'll be rocking and rolling. So the only challenging, I don't know if it's challenging. If you're a new quilter, it might be a tad challenging, but you're going to make half square triangle units. So to make the star points, it is 2 half square triangles. So super easy. These guys are 5-inch finished half square triangles, and these guys are 10-inch finished half square triangles. So in the pattern, you're cutting, I think, a 10.5-inch square, right sides together. You're going to draw that awesome line down the middle like we did in the tri-dazzle, and you're going to sew on either side of that line. Boom, you're going to have 2 exact half square triangles. If you are worried about trimming those down, because you will trim those down to either 5.5 inches or 10.5 inches, Cindy has a great video already posted. It is actually from our row sampler series. It's class number 4. Class number 4, about 7 minutes in, she talks about how to trim a half square triangle. So if you want to visually see how to lay your ruler, what lines help you with those trimming techniques, check out Cindy's row sampler 4, class 4 video to see detailed how to trim. So let's go and let me show you some show and tell. So Kim did again, the one behind me, super great. She followed my pattern, found some issues, I fixed those. So Kim, I super appreciate you testing for me. It is something that I feel very personal about, is making sure that when you buy a product, you get a product from anyone here at the quilt shop, that it is accurate. And I know for me, sometimes when I'm typing and reading it out, I'm not thinking about, oh, hey, that doesn't make sense. What if you don't know that HST stands for half square triangle? So I really appreciate people looking over that for me and finding those little things that make you stop and think, wait, what is she talking about? So I appreciate it. Then the next one I have here is Gold and Black Millie, Kim's mom did this one for me. She did it a little different. She did get her 3 1-yard cuts. She has a really pretty floral center. And then her large star is also the background of the small star. So it makes a really cool, almost vivid star, 1-star option. And then her background. So if you do have 3 1-yard cuts, this version is going to be really nice to do with your 3 1-yard cuts, because you're not going to use all 35 inches of your background, because you kind of disperse that background a little bit. So super cool option. Then last but not least is my prototype that I did. It's a skosh bigger, but I was just testing my theory before I decided to write it on paper. I also have a picture of Harper on it. She is faster than the average cat, you guys. I flipped it out to take a really quick picture. She ran over there so fast, jumped off of Dad's lap, ran to sit right in the middle. It took me a piece of candy to coax her off of it to actually take the pattern picture. So super fun. You can see you can do it in red, white, and blue, something sparkly. It'd be awesome in Christmas, something super cute and girly. And again, do 4 of these stars and make a really fast queen size quilt. It's going to be about 80 by 80. Put a big old border on it and you're going to have almost a king size quilt. So it's very versatile, whether you're going to want to start with 40, make some borders, make it about a 50-inch square lap size. It's very versatile with a border. So I hope you do. Remember, at the bottom of our description here is the downloadable link to get this pattern for free. If you are someone who really likes paper and it's tangible, we will ship one to you, but it will be online at a discounted price for you, so we can print it, package it, and ship it off to you. So it's for the month of November. It will be a free download, and then you can find it on our website at www.fabricpatch.net. Thanks, guys!
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.